Good morning. Happy New Year, guys. I'm Katie, and this is my mom, Liz. We are Heart to Heart Yoga. If you've never been here before, if you have been here before, thank you so much for practicing with us all of most of last year. Hopefully, you were with us. Our I'm going to go over the things for January, the new year. We have a focus pose, which is gate pose. We have a new breath exercise, which is alternate nostril breathing. Our philosophy we're going to focus on for the month is be the change you want to see. Also, we are recording our class on YouTube now, so you can access the class anytime you want during the week. You just go to YouTube and put in the search, Renowned Health, Heart to Heart Yoga, and you can get to us. Mom's going to talk about the masks.
Okay, the guidelines for masks are totally the same if you are practicing in a group or with someone outside your immediate household. Wear a mask and social distance. When the guidelines change, we'll let you know. Katie and I are not wearing masks because we are practicing in our own home. Also, if you're new to practicing with us, if you experience pain while you're practicing with us, or you become dizzy or lightheaded, stop what you're doing. If you're a mat student, we ask that you go into a pose we call child's pose. Sit back on your heels, knees can be together or apart, or you could just roll over on your side or lay on your back. Make the choice that works for you, and when you're ready, you can resume your practice. If you're practicing in the chair, just sit back comfortably and wait till you're ready to resume. Also today, props, you will need a block probably when we do gate pose, mat students. And chair students, if you're practicing in the chair, we'd like you to have a chair without wheels and no armrests. Practice on a non-skid surface. You can place a mat underneath your chair if you wish. However, when you stand, be mindful of tripping. Remember your mat's there. Also, you can wear shoes or not wear shoes. Okay.
So we've designed this class so that as beginners, we can start anywhere. We can start in a chair or on a mat. We try to give an overview of what yoga is. Yoga is the integration of the mind, the body, and the inner self. We do poses for our bodies. We set intentions or share philosophy for the mind. And we ask that you pay attention to how you feel during and after the practice, bringing awareness to your inner self. Today, we're going to start the practice with going over our intention. Our intention or our philosophy that we're going to go over is be the change you want to see. So I'm going to read a little story to get us started. It's said that this could be where this statement originates from, and it's about Muhammad Gandhi. Among the hundreds of people waiting to visit with Muhammad Gandhi were a mother and a young son. When it was their turn, the woman asked Gandhi to speak to her son about eating sugar. Gandhi asked her to come back in 2 weeks, and he said he would talk to the boy then. She wondered why he didn't speak to her son when he was already there, but she complied with his request. In 2 weeks, they returned, and after waiting a couple hours, she was able to approach Gandhi once again. Hearing her repeated request, Gandhi immediately spoke with the boy, who agreed to begin working to eliminate sweets. After thanking Gandhi for his wise and compassionate words, the mother asked him why he wanted them to return instead of offering his advice the first time. Gandhi replied, "Upon your visit 2 weeks ago, I too was eating sugar." He explained that he could not speak or teach her son not to eat sugar if he himself had not taken the journey. Interesting story of where they think that may have come from. So we usually begin with a comfortable seat.
So for returning students, find your comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. If we have any new students, and you're practicing on the mat, you want to sit with the pelvis pushed forward, which automatically elongates your spine. But some of us need a little help with that, and that's where your yoga blanket or a towel would come in handy. You would set it underneath your sit bones and sit to the front edge. You could even use a block and sit to the front edge. We want the knees lower than the hips if we can. We also stack the joints. We want to make sure shoulders are over the hips, ear is in line with the shoulder, chin is parallel to the ground, and you can choose to have a soft gaze looking down or close your eyes. Now, if you're practicing in the chair, sit to the front edge of your chair. You can take a book or a block, place it behind your back. If you start to slouch, you're going to bump into your block. It's going to remind you to sit up nice and tall. Now your legs. Your legs are going to come straight out from the hip joints, and your feet are flat on the floor. Knees aren't too close together or splayed out if you can. We stack the joints also when we're seated. Knees are over ankles. Our shoulder is over our hips. Ear in line with shoulder. My chin is parallel to the ground, and I can choose to close my eyes or have a soft gaze looking down. Make the choice that is comfortable for you. If closing your eyes doesn't work, then don't do that. See if you can have a soft gaze. And before we put any physical movement into our practice, we ground. We come into the moment, right here, right now. And I ask you to celebrate the beginning of the year, the fact that you're taking 1 hour out of your day just for you. And we'll come into the moment by bringing our attention to our sit bones. Notice how they feel as they press into the mat and the chair. Just notice and allow them to feel heavy. Bring your attention to your hips. Allow the hips to feel heavy. Feeling grounded, supported by Mother Earth. Now we go up the spine, keeping it nice and long and tall, but we relax the shoulders back and down. Bring your attention to your jaw. Move it back gently, side to side. Come back to center. Let's move our head side to side. Noticing if we've brought tension to class or not. Notice if it's a little tight. Come back to center. Just take a moment to notice how you're feeling today. Just take a moment, right here, right now. How am I feeling? We're going to gently open our eyes. We're going to move on to our breath exercise, our prana. And I'm going to move up to in front of the camera so that you can watch me. It's alternate nostril breathing. Let's see if we can, how do I look, Liv? Am I good? Liv, how do I look? Am I good? Okay. All right. Now, this can be a little awkward, but we're going to take our right hand and we want to bring our pointer and tall man down in our palm or keep it up, whatever works for you, because the two fingers that we're going to be using are our thumb and our ring finger. And we're going to take our thumb and gently close off our right nostril. And we're going to take an inhale through the left. And then take your ring finger, close off the left, exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Close it off with your thumb and exhale out the left. Inhale through the left. Close that nostril with your ring finger and exhale out your right nostril. Close off the right nostril. No, inhale through the right nostril, sorry. Now close it off and exhale out the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Close it off with the ring finger. Exhale out your right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Close it off with your thumb. Exhale out the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Close it off with your ring finger and exhale out the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Close it off with your thumb. Exhale out the left. Inhale again through the left. Close it off with your ring finger. Exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Close it off with your thumb. Exhale out the left nostril. And inhale through the left. Close it off with your ring finger. Exhale out the right. Release your hands back to your thighs. Notice anything that you're feeling. Maybe you feel a little lighter, maybe you don't. This breath exercise lowers the heart rate, calms the body, relaxes the mind, can even lower your blood pressure. So I'm going to move my chair back because we're going to move on to an eye exercise. So, yes, something lovely. We're going to bring our right arm directly out in front of us, and we're going to make a fist. Now your body's going to stay directly forward and stationary. The only thing that's going to move is your thumb, and you're going to follow it with your eyes. So we're going to start to move that thumb up, following it with eyes only. When you've gone as far as you can, we're going to start to move that thumb off to the side. Just slowly and gently. We don't want to strain those eyes. And start to bring the thumb down on the side of your body. When it starts to get out of view, we're going to bring that arm out in front, following that thumb. And then release your hand down. Bring your palms together. Rub your palms, creating some friction and some heat. This hurts your knuckles, then don't do it. And the palms of your hands. And when you feel like you have enough heat, open your eyes really wide. Cover your eyes with your palms. Feels yummy. Do you feel the heat penetrate into your eye? And we'll release our hands down to our thighs. We're going to do this on the left side with our left thumb. And we're going to bring that left arm out, make a fist, and keep your thumb up. Following the thumb only with the eyes, we're going to start to move the thumb up. When it starts to go out of view, we're going to bring it out to the side. Just moving slowly and gently. Don't strain. Your eyes may start to water. And when you're off to the side, start to bring your thumb down along the side of your body. When it starts to go out of view, bring that thumb around in front. And We'll bring our palms together. We'll rub them together one more time, creating some friction and heat. And when you've got enough, open the eyes really wide. Cover your eyes with your palms. Feels yummy, I think. And you can release your hands. I just want to say something about the alternate nostril breathing. If your nose started to run, perfectly normal. Should have told you to get a Kleenex in the beginning, just in case. But next time,
Just in case. Yeah. So we're going to begin some of our movement with moving our neck. We'll work our way down the body. So we're going to inhale, bring our chin to the ceiling, look up. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, bring that chin all the way up. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale to center and look over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look to the right again. Inhale back to center and exhale, look to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let your chin fall to your chest. And then we're just going to do our neck circles. Start in any direction, whatever's comfortable for you. Any size will do. Cracking and popping are normal. If you have a tight spot in your neck, go ahead and hang out in that spot. That's just fine. And then we're going to change direction. Again, any size will do. We're just warming up this area of the body. Whatever feels good, do it. All right, one last one, and we'll come back to center. We're going to move down to our shoulders. So we'll bring our arms out, straight out in front. Clasp your hands, and we're going to turn that clasp inside out. We're going to take a deep breath in and turn our palms toward our chest. When we exhale, we're going to push out. Inhale, bring those palms into your chest. And exhale, push out. One more. Inhale, bring your palms to your chest. Exhale, push them out. So for me, I have a shoulder injury, so I'm going to change my hands for the rest of this. You can put your hands, clasp your hands like this, put your hands out straight. Anything that feels comfortable for you. We're going to take a deep breath in together. And when we exhale, we're just going to bring our arms over to the side, to the right. Try to keep your body facing forward. Inhale back to center. And exhale, let's bring our arm over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Feels good. Inhale back to center. And exhale, go to the left. Inhale back to center. This time we're gonna pause here, and we're gonna take an inhale, bring our arms up over our head, and exhale, bring our hands back to shoulder height. Inhale your arms up over your head. Exhale to shoulder height. One more. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, hands to shoulder height. Okay, our hands are going to stay out here. We're going to inhale, bring our arms up. This time we're going to lean to the right on the exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, back to center. This time we're going to twist to the right. Inhale, back to center and twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let your arms fall. Roll those shoulders out. They probably feel pretty tight. And we're going to do we're gonna do a modified, what we would call wild thing. So we're gonna leave our right leg, if you're on the mat, leave your right leg where it is. Take your left leg and swing it behind you, bringing your leg behind the bottom of your right foot. If you're in the chair, you're going to take your right foot and just swing it out about a quarter, a few inches. And then we're going to take our left hand and we're going to take an inhale. Our arm will come up. And then when we exhale, we're going to lean out this way. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let your arm fall. This time, if you're in the chair, you can scoot your leg out to, yeah, perfect, like an L. And this time, when we breathe in, we're going to lift our hips if you're on the mat. So plant your right hand on the mat and get ready to put your weight there. Inhale, your arm comes up overhead. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, drop your hips, drop your hands. This last one, we're all going to bring our legs out to our side, even if you're in the chair. Make sure your hands planted well on the mat, if you're on the mat. And then we're going to inhale together and lift those hips at the end of the inhale. And exhale, drop back down and let our hands fall. So we're going to then bring everybody's going to bring their feet into the middle. If you're on the mat, you're going to put your feet mat distance apart, facing out. If you're in the chair. If you're on the mat, you're going to, we're doing butterfly. You're going to put the palms of your feet together. Sit up real straight, everyone. And then when we exhale, we're just going to lean forward. Not too far. Just giving a nice stretch. And then inhale, come back up. And come back to a comfortable seat. This time, we're going to do the same thing, but on the other side. So we're going to let our left leg stay where it is. We're going to bring our right leg right behind our left foot. If you're in the chair, you're going to take your left foot and put it out just about 4 or 5 inches, just a quarter diagonal. So we're going to take a deep breath in and lean. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, let your arms fall. Now, this next one, if you're in the chair, you're going to put your leg out just a little farther, creating an L shape. If you're on the mat, I forgot to tell you, plant this hand here. We're going to be lifting our hips this time. Inhale, bring your arm up overhead, and lift those hips. And exhale. Sit and bring your arms down. Now we're all going to bring our leg out and do this together again. Inhale, our arm comes up, bringing those hips up. Hold that there. Exhale, bring everything back down. We're going to do that butterfly again. If you're in the chair though, you're going to keep your your legs that distance apart, facing out. Oh, you can also use a block. If you're on the mat, we're going to put the bottoms of our feet together for butterfly again. Everyone sit up straight as we can. And then exhale and start to go forward. Once you've reached your point of where your back is no longer straight, just roll in and exhale here. Take a breath here. And bring your head back in line with your spine. Inhale and come up to seated, and exhale. Let your legs relax and come back to sitting. Comfortable seat.
Okay, we're moving on down to our hips. We're going to do our torso rolls or hip circles. Any size circle will do. Your hips and your low back are going to tell you what size. So we're going to lean to the right Inhale as we lean forward, lean to the left. Exhale as you lean back. Lean to the right. Inhale as you lean forward, lean to the left, and exhale as you lean back. Do 3 more on your own, noticing what you feel as you move. Inhaling when the body goes forward, and exhaling when the body goes back. Notice what you feel. We'll all meet back in center. And we'll go in the opposite direction. So we'll lean to the left this time. Inhale as we lean forward. Lean to the right. Exhale as we lean back. Lean to the left. Inhale as we lean forward. Lean to the right. Exhale as we lean back. Do 3 more in this direction on your own. Noticing how you feel. Does it feel different? Does it feel the same? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. There is no right or wrong to yoga, or good or bad. It's just what you are feeling right here, right now. When you've completed your 3, we'll all meet in center. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Just notice. And everyone is going to straighten their left leg. Chair students, you're just going to keep your right knee bent like this. And mat students, you're going to let your knee flop out to the side like Kate is doing. And chair students, I want you to keep your hands on your thighs or either holding onto your chair. Mat students are going to inhale their arms forward and up. And exhale, we're going to start to fold forward, going about halfway. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, you can fold over a little bit farther if you want. Find your edge. Stay there or round your spine, round your shoulders. Let your head hang. You can put a little micro bend in that straight leg if you need to. Bring your head in line with your neck and your spine. We're going to inhale, come up. And as we exhale, we're going to switch it out. Right leg straightens and left leg bends. Sit up nice and tall, grounding through those sit bones that we talked about in the beginning of class. And we're going to inhale, arms go forward and up for mat students. Exhale, hinge at the hips. We're only going about halfway, folding forward. We're leading with our heart. You can stay right here, or you can take another inhale. And as you exhale, maybe you go a little farther, rounding the spine, the shoulders, maybe the head hangs. Micro bend in that right knee if you need it. Everyone, bring your head in line with your neck and your spine. And we're going to inhale, come up. And as you exhale, bring that right leg in. And we'll come back to our comfortable seat because we're going to bring our legs around behind us. Coming into a tabletop, it's called. Yeah. And we're going to align for our mat students. We're going to align them. So hands, shoulder distance apart. Fingers, spread wide. Shoulders are over the wrists if you can. Now, if you have sensitive wrists, you can use fists for wrists, or you can even move your hands out a little bit farther in front of you. Not, bring those wrists right underneath the shoulders. Hips over the knees. And when you look between your legs, your feet aren't too close together or splayed out. They're directly behind the knees. Now this movement we're going to do is cow and cat. I'll be cueing for the mat students, but chair students, we're just going to inhale, pull those elbows back. Maybe we look forward or up. Exhale, round the spine, reach for your knees and your chin to your chest. Okay, so we're going to do this all together. We're going to inhale, lift that tailbone, drop the low belly, pull those shoulders back, rotate them open, look forward or up. Exhale, drop the tailbone around the spine, around the shoulders. Push into the mat or your knees with your hands. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift the tailbone. Drop the low belly. Rotate those shoulders open. Look forward or up. Exhale, drop the tailbone. Start to round the spine, round the shoulders. Push into the mat with your hands or into your knees with your hands and bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift that tailbone, drop the low belly, rotate your shoulders open, pulling the elbows back. If you're in the chair, look forward or up. Exhale, drop the tailbone, round the spine, round the shoulders, push into the mat and your knees with your hands. Bring your chin to your chest. One last time, inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the low belly. Bring those shoulders back, rotating them open, look forward or up. Exhale, drop the tailbone, round the spine, round the shoulders, push into the mat or your knees with your hands. Bring your chin to your chest and stay right here. Mat students, push firmly into your mat so that its shoulder blades are not sinking if you can. And everyone bring their head in line with their neck and their spine. And we're going to sit back on our heels into our child's pose. And we're just going to revisit our be the change you want to see in the world. And I think it's self-explanatory. It all starts with us. Peace begins with us. Be the change. And that's different for each and every one of us.
So we're gonna push up out of child's pose. We're coming to tabletop, but we're headed for down dog, all of us. If you're in the chair, you can do down dog seated, or you can use your chair as a stable point to do down dog. If you're on the mat, you're going to spread your fingers wide, curl your toes, lift your hips, and we end up in a V shape. We're going to want to walk our dog once we're here. If you're in the chair, you're going to point and flex your feet back and forth. If you're on the mat, we're going to bend our right knee, straighten our left leg, and bend our left knee, straighten our right leg. Back and forth, kind of bicycling to stretch our calves and hamstrings. Now this week, we're going to walk our hands back to our feet. And chair students can meet us in forward fold. We're going to let our hands hang heavy and grab our opposite elbows. Let's just feel this forward fold here. And then we're going to slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come up to standing. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded, pump your hands. Bring those shoulders to our ears and let them drop down our back. Here again, in mountain pose, standing pose, we stack our joints. We make sure that our knees are over our ankles, our hips are over our knees, shoulders are over the hips, ears are over the shoulders. We're going to do a half sun salutation. So we'll take an inhale together, arms come up overhead. When we exhale, we come all the way down to the mat. Our hands touch the mat. Inhale to a half lift, flat back. You can have your hands on your shins or your thighs. When we exhale, we're going to bring our hands back to the mat. Now, we're going to plant our hands here. Bend your knees as much as you need to. We're headed for down dog. We're going to walk our hands out to down dog. Here again, we're going to walk our dog. So straighten, pointing and flexing, or bending and straightening, depending on if you're in the chair or on the mat. Now we're going to walk our feet. If you're on the mat, walk your feet to your hands. If you're in the chair, just start to fold forward. We're going to meet in a forward fold.
Now we're going to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time again to standing. Roll those shoulders back and down. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to do one more sun salutation. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, your hands come to the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, your hands come back to the mat. If you're on the mat, plant your hands and come down to a nice tabletop. If you're in the chair, just come right back up to seated.
We're going to be moving on to our poses. So mat students need to walk their hands back toward their thighs, coming up to kneeling. Now, if you have sensitive knees, you might want to place a blanket under your knees or a towel, whatever works for you. Also, place a block to the top of your mat, to the left side. Yeah. And we're going to be, if you've noticed, today's class was a lot of opening up the side body. That's because we were going to do gate pose. We're going to do a little bit more opening before we go straight onto our gate pose. So we're going to inhale, that right arm goes straight up. Exhale, we just gently lean to the left. Not a lot. If you need to hold on to the chair, go ahead. And we're going to inhale, come up, bring that right arm down. We're going to inhale, the left arm goes up. Exhale, we lean. Not too bad. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that left arm down. Inhale, the right arm up. Exhale, we lean to the left. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that right arm down. One more time. Inhale, the left arm goes up. Exhale, we lean. Make sure that side body is nice and open. We're going to inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that left arm down. Now everyone is going to bring their right leg out to the side like this. You might need to adjust yourself on your chair. Now, what we want to be aware of is that our leg needs to come right out of the hip joint if you can, not too far forward or too far back. And your foot, it can be at a diagonal or it can be parallel, whatever works for you. Also, chair students, if you need to hold on to the chair, you do that. Otherwise, the right hand's on top of the right thigh. We're going to inhale the left arm up and exhale. We just lean just slightly and gently, noticing we can't go quite as far. And we inhale, come up, exhale, bring that left arm down. We're going to inhale that right arm up. Exhale, we lean, but not too far. Just setting up. And inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that right arm down. We're going to inhale that left arm up one more time. Exhale, we lean maybe a little bit farther. Hold onto the chair if you need to. Notice what you're feeling. Notice that stretch in the side body. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that left arm down. We're going to inhale, the right arm goes up. Exhale, we lean, but now we're going to reach, reach, reach. So we have a long line of energy that goes all the way from our foot up our leg, side body up our arm, out our hand. Challenge for those of you who would like to lift the right leg up off the mat. Notice what you feel. Lower that right leg down. We're going to inhale, come up. And we're going to exhale, bring that right arm down. Take an inhale, exhale. We're going to hinge at the hips and fold forward. This can come to the mat. And if you're in the chair, on the thigh, or you can hold on to your chair. Head in line with the neck and the spine. We're going to inhale, come up. And as you exhale, bring that right leg in and sit back into child's pose if you're on the mat. And if you're in the chair, just to your child's pose. And just take a moment here to notice what you're feeling. You feel it in your low back, the groin muscles. And we won't stay here long because we don't want to cool off. So we're going to come back up. Mat students, come all the way up onto their knees and move your block to the opposite side of your mat. And everyone's going to bring their left leg out. No, we're not.
Not
No,
yet.
we're not. Not yet. We're going to warm up those sides again. Okay. So this time it's the left arm that's going to go up. Exhale, we lean just slightly and gently. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that left arm down. Inhale, the right arm goes up. Exhale, we lean. Hold on to the chair if you need to. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that right arm down. Inhale, the left arm up. And exhale, lean. Notice if you're getting a little more space in the side body since we've been working it so much. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that left arm down. One last time with the right arm. Exhale, lean. And we're going to inhale, come up, bring that right arm down. And now your left leg is going to go out to the side. Adjust yourself on the chair. Check your alignment. The legs coming straight out from the hip joint, not too far forward, too far back. Your foot at a diagonal or parallel, whatever works for you. And the left hand can be on the left thigh, or you can hold on to the chair, whatever you need to do. Inhale, that right arm goes up. Exhale, we lean. We notice we're a little restricted when the leg goes out, not as much stretch. And inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that right arm down. And we inhale, the left arm goes up. And exhale, we lean, not too far, just setting up. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that left arm down. Inhale, the right arm goes up. Exhale, we lean. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that right arm down. Inhale, that left arm up. Exhale, we lean. And we reach for the chair. If you're on the mat, you're going to go for the block or your mat. And we reach. Long line of energy from your foot all the way up the side body and out your hand. Challenge. It's just an option. You don't have to do it. Lift that left leg if you want. Lower the left leg. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring that left hand down and bring in the leg. Sit back into child's pose. Oh, yeah, I guess we should fold. So sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let's fold forward. Now you can let your spine round and let your head hang, or you can just stay flat back. Be aware of the head going below the heart. Bring your head in line with your neck and your spine, and we're going to inhale, come up. Exhale, now you can bring your leg in, and now you can sit back into child's pose. Just for a moment. Stretching out that low back. We worked it today and the side body. That's all connected. And we won't stay here long because, like I said, we don't want to cool down. And we have this nice, crazy balance for you. So, mat students, push your hips up and back into downward facing dog and walk your feet up to meet your hands. Tuck your chin to your chest and come up one vertebrae at a time. And find your mountain pose. Notice how you're feeling, and you're going to need a block. Chair students, stand behind your chair. We're going to be holding on to our chair. This balance is a little right brain, left brain. And excuse me, I'm going to say excuse me now. Do the best I can. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so the block is in our right hand first. And we're going to inhale, the right arm goes out and the left leg goes out. And we're holding on to the chair. We're going to bring it all back in, switch it out. Block goes in the left hand. So the left arm is going to go out and the right leg goes out. Exhale, bring it all back in, switch it out. Inhale, the right arm, left leg. Exhale, bring it all back in, switch it out. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Yeah, exhale, bring it all back in. Now we're going to go back with our leg. So our block is in our right hand. So the right hand goes forward and the left leg goes back. Bring it all in and switch it out. The right leg goes back and the left arm goes forward. Bring it back in, switch it out. Right arm goes forward, left leg goes back. Bring it all back in, switch it out one more time. Right leg goes back, left arm goes forward. Bring it all back in. Guess what? Okay, now the block's in your right hand, and what I'm doing if you're in the chair is I'm making a little fist with the hand that would have the block in it if you were on the mat. That's how I'm doing it. So my right arm's going to go back and my left leg's going to go forward. Bring it all back to center, switch it out. So my right leg's going to go forward, left arm goes back. Bring it all back in, switch it out. My left leg's going to go forward, right arm goes back. Bring it all back in, switch it out. My right leg forward, left arm back. Holy moly. Bring it all back in, soften those knees. Whew.
Really odd.
And mat students, you can inhale, your arms go forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, bend your knees a lot so that you can come back down into child's pose, if you like. Yeah. And
All right.
yeah.
So we're going to push up out of child's pose. And we're going to swing our legs around in front of us. Grab a block if you're on the mat or in the chair, because we're going to do a little core work. And if we're on the mat, we're going to leave our legs bent just like this. So, mat students, we're going to come back about halfway and we're going to be doing turning with our block. If you are on the chair, you're going to turn with us, but you're going to lift the opposite leg. So you're going to get your core work by lifting your legs. We're going to get our core work by leaning back. So everyone together, we'll get into position. That means lean back on the mat. Inhale together and exhale, lean or turn to the right. Inhale back to center, exhale, turn to the left. Inhale back to center, turn to the right. Inhale back to the center, exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, come back to center, exhale, turn to the right. This is our last one. Inhale, come back to center, exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, come back to center, and let's come back up and lean over and take some of that weight off of our lower back. Like hug your knees. Maybe spread your legs so you can get down a little bit farther. We're going to do another set of those. So get into position, which is about halfway down. Once you feel those abs engaged, we'll inhale together. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the left. One more. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, and fold it forward a little bit. All right. Now, we're going to slowly come back to our backs on the mat. If you're in the chair, we're all going to do a long stretch. So bring your arms up over your head. Let your feet go long on the mat also. And then we're going to create a banana shape. So bring your arms over to the right. Kind of swing your arms over to the right, and then let your feet come over to the right too. Feeling that side body and ab stretch. Laying down. Breathe here. Now come back to center. Long stretch again. And then we're gonna do our banana shape to the left. So bring your hands over to the left. Scoot your feet over to the left. You can feel the stretch in the side body. All right, come back to center. Now you bring your arms down. If you're on the mat, we're going to be doing our last, the twist. We're doing a moving meditation. If you're in the chair, you're going to be turning twisting your upper body. And if you're on the mat, you'll be twisting your lower body. So we will all take an inhale together. Oh yeah. If you're in the chair, put your feet mat distance apart. If you're on the mat, put your feet mat distance apart. And we're going to windshield wipe these. We're just going to let our knees fall to each direction. So inhale together. And exhale, let your knees fall to the right. And chair students turn to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, and let our knees fall to the left and turn to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, let our knees fall to the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, let your knees fall to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, and let our knees fall to the right. And we're going to let them stay there for a moment. If you'd like a little more, you can look over your left shoulder. And just breathe here. Twisted. Bring your head back in line with your body. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let your knees fall to the left, and we'll just let them stay there again. And breathe here. If you'd like a little more, you can take and look over your right shoulder. And breathe twisted. Feels good at the end of these practices. Bring your head back in line with your body. And then inhale, bring your legs back to center. Then we're going to set up for our last pose of class. Last pose of class is Shavasana. Now you have options. Since we've worked our lower body so much, our side body and the lower back, you can stay with your feet mat distance apart and let the knees knock together. That takes out the pressure on the back if you're a mat student. Now, or you could let the legs go long, feet flop out to the side. Make the choice that works for you today and feels most comfortable. Arms are long down the sides of your body, but not touching your body. Palms are face up. And we let the head feel heavy on the mat. Now, if you're in the chair, you can just sit back comfortably. Hands are on the thighs. And our breathing, we're not going to be controlling our breath anymore. We're just going to let our body breathe as it naturally likes to breathe. Everyone's body has their own natural rhythm. Just let your body
breathe its natural rhythm. We're going to take a little scan of the body, noticing how we feel after our practice. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Take another inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One last time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. No more doing. No more trying. This is your opportunity to do 100% nothing. Welcome to Shavasana. Keeping your eyes closed, bring a deeper breath back into your body. Keeping your eyes closed, bring a little movement into your fingers and your toes. Maybe your wrists and your ankles. Come back to center and let's move our heads side to side like we did in the beginning of class. Noticing if we've collected tension from our class or maybe we've released tension. Just notice and come back to center. You can bring your hands together in front of your heart if you wish. Yogi's choice. And Kate and I would like to thank you all for joining us throughout this past year. We appreciate you all. And our wish for you today is that be the change you want to see. Be the one who responds instead of reacts. Be the one who is mindful. Be the one who lives in the now, in the present. Be the one who always looks to find peace. So our wish for you today is that you be the one and allow your breath to guide you back to peace. From our hearts to yours,